How's it going, everyone? My name is Paul McGovern Jr. and today's video is going to be about battery packs, and in specific the Meike remote control battery pack for Sony cameras. This battery pack works generally for the Sony A7R4 is what it's advertised as, but in my case it works for the Sony A7 IV and the Sony A7S III, which I'm filming on right now. This is a beautiful battery pack that I purchased a few weeks ago, and it's really just leveled up my game. This video is gonna be talking about why I love it so much, the 5 reasons why it's useful for you. I'm gonna talk about just a little tutorial on how to put it on, how to break it down. I'm gonna go over some cons too. It's not gonna be all pros. I'm gonna let you know what I think about it. The cons are as well, and now we're gonna go over why this remote control battery pack is the pack to get for your Sony camera. So when you get it out of the box, this beautiful box right here, it's gonna come with instructions. It's gonna come with a remote. The remote does not come with batteries, so you gotta get yourself some AAAs. So again, in the box, you're gonna get these 2 components. Let's put it on so you can see. Obviously, when you have the door on it, it's not gonna fit, so you gotta take off the door, which I was like, oh, I've never had to do that before. Take off the door for these Sony A cameras, and I assume it's the same as the Sony R4. You're gonna go to the corner right here, and there's a little switch. Take it out. Like so. So yeah, it takes a second, but it's right on. I don't know if you can see this. It's right here. See, that's like kind of retracting. So that'll retract. The cool thing about this battery pack is right on the inside, it has like a little place you can put the door so you don't lose it. And then again, you just kind of clip it in, and it fits like so. So it's just like a little switch, and then you lock it, obviously. So then it's in there. I was worried about, I was like, I'm gonna lose this thing, and then I was like, oh, it has a little compartment for it. Boom. Battery pack, door, solved. Then you got your empty camera, you gotta put your batteries in. So you see this instrument, you're like, where do I put the batteries in? Switch it out, boom, switch it out, pop it out. It feels like flimsy. It's been working pretty well. It goes in 2 batteries, look at that, you get double the power, put it back in the way you came, turn it, and now you got your battery pack locked and loaded. You don't have your battery anymore, you don't have the door, it's empty, waiting to be inserted with the battery pack. It's using the little tripod screw. So you want to screw that in there as tight as you can get it. And don't worry, if you're using tripod, it's got another one right there. The one thing that messed me up maybe for about 2 minutes is I couldn't turn it on. I was like, my camera is not turning on. Oh, because you have to have the battery pack on as well. Don't forget to turn on the battery pack. I know it seems really simple, but obviously, when you first get something and you haven't used it before, it may take you a second. So now let's go into the 5 reasons why this battery pack is the one for you. Now folks, if you like this video and you want to watch more videos about this, about my life, about products that I got going on, get subscribed, click that little bell icon, comment below. I'm always dropping something about cameras, about my life, about little vlogs, about little things going on, about content creating. So subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Number 1 on this list, we got battery life. A battery pack that holds 2 batteries. You're gonna have a lot better battery life. For a long time, I didn't really think it mattered that much to have the extra battery in there. I was like, I'll just carry a couple extra batteries. Now that I've used this for the last 2 or 3 months, I realized that no, it would have been really helpful to have this all those years. When it's really cold out, I was just shooting in -12 degrees because obviously the battery burns quicker in the cold. And that day I did still carry 2 extra batteries because I was shooting for a few hours out there, and I wanted to make sure that these 2, if they died, I could replace with another 2. Obviously, goes without saying, this first reason to get this is giving you the extra battery life. The second reason why, you got additional grip. If you are a TikTok fan, if you are an IG Reel fan, all those videos are vertical. Now, they may make them vertical, record horizontal, then they make it vertical, but now with this vertical grip, you can easily just shoot in vertical and it won't be a little, shaky, unstable, kind of funky looking. Now this is a A7 III, but if you were shooting this vertically, which is kind of similar to the extent of like the size of the camera, I'd have to be holding it like this. It just wouldn't feel right, it wouldn't be as vertical, it wouldn't be as steady. And if you just have bigger hands and you just can't grip, smaller cameras, because these cameras are getting smaller and smaller, so having that additional grip is huge. Now the third reason why is that it looks more professional. I know that is kind of like a shallow thing to say, and it shouldn't really matter because it doesn't really increase or decrease the quality of the image that you are producing with your camera. But I've worked on a few different sets now with this battery pack on this camera, and the same people I shot with before that all asked me if I got a new camera, and they were like, wow, that looks like It looks like different, looks cool, like just because it had like a little more depth and thickness to it. People love a thick camera, is what I'm finding out. People, you may get more work out of it. The number 4 reason is this bag comes with a remote control. I haven't really needed to use the remote control very often yet, but I do like the versatility that you could take photos with it, like if this was like somewhere else in the room. That's kind of fun. Also, if you want to use the intervalometer to do time lapse, you can control this, and that would actually be kind of useful because then you don't have to touch with the camera, you don't have to play with it. Also below, I'm gonna share a video in the bio named Not Your Average Photographer, that's his YouTube channel, that really goes into detail on this remote control. So if you want to learn more about the remote control and the functions of it, please check out his video because he goes in very good detail. And this remote is number 4 because it has a lot of versatility to the camera that you didn't have before. And number 5, the price. Folks, this Meike Battery Grip is $79.99. Now, if you got this similar battery grip through Sony, it would be about $348. That's a difference of $270 you're saving for a very similar battery grip. Now, the Sony grip is, you know, meant to be with Sony. It's made for it. It does come with a little better functions, a better build. The marginal difference between this and the Sony, in my opinion, is not $270. I could get 3 of these and still be less than the actual Sony grip for 1. So it's to me, it's like it's a no-brainer. It's like the main reason people are gonna get battery grips is for the battery life, the little additional grip, versatility, and this offers all of those things at like an incredibly lower price than Sony. Again, just to rehash, we got number 1, battery life, number 2, additional grip, number 3, looks more professional, number 4, remote control, and number 5, the price. Those are some 5 great qualities in this Meike battery grip. Now, let's go over the cons. The 2 cameras I'm using it on, the A7S3 and the A7 IV, it doesn't quite fit flush with the camera, so there is a little extension, like ever so slightly. It's like a few centimeters, but that is a thing. I mean, I don't really notice it as much, but it does not stand quite flush with the camera. Something to think about. The buttons are a little like plasticky and like don't always work as effectively. Now, I haven't had an issue where they haven't worked. There are times where they don't just respond as quickly as I imagine the Sony one would respond. So I'm not a huge user of the buttons down here. I do a lot of videography. So once the camera's rolling and I'm on the go, I'm just using it more as a grip rather than anything else and the extended battery life. But if you're using the buttons on the battery pack a lot, that may be a deterrence for you. And I know there's like a NEEWER grip as well that's out there that I actually haven't played with, so I don't really want to give my 2 cents on that. I'm just really happy with this Meike battery grip and it's really been useful for me. The link is below in my bio. If you liked this video, click that link and check out this product. Again, this product has really helped me and I hope it helps you. Let me know if you have any questions about it, if you don't understand something, if you don't get the remote. Buying the right equipment for your gear is huge and it's super important. Anytime you're spending money on equipment, it's always a little anxiety written here, like, oh, should I spend it? Should I not spend it? I don't know what to do. I need to save a couple extra dollars for some more memory cards. But other than that, thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully this video has helped you along your journey on finding the right battery pack for you. Hopefully you have a wonderful evening, day, night, wherever you're at. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment your thoughts below. Did you like this battery pack? Do you have one? Do you have the NEEWER and then the NEEWER is way better than this one? Does the Sony one blow this one out of the water and I'm just missing some aspects of it? Let me know. I'm all ears. I'm down. Talk to me. See you in the next video. Thanks again.